would you leave the condom on the ground?
Brother, ugh.
Real, there trash is everywhere.
Disgusting.
Okay, you children should not be making children. Stop it.
Stop it.
Get some help.
You know that one memory from school that haunts you at 2 a.m.? Now multiply that by 1,000.
How many people were scared? Me too.
And that's what we're reading today. Y'all sent me your most cringe school confessions and I'm ranking them. So let's get into it. I used a spoon I licked to stir food at the class party. Straight up jail. Do not pass go and collect 200 and do not talk to me. I will not be eating your food. I already had an irrational fear about eating other people's food and this just adds to it. You're so nasty. Like on purpose or on accident? Did you run out of spoons? Or did you do it because you wanted everyone to have your cooties? Actually, doesn't matter. It's still disgusting. Catch me starving at the next class party. One day in the 6th grade, my principal wasn't on the morning announcements, and instead, it was my vice principal. Of course, I was just thinking he was sick or something, but as soon as I got home, my parents said, "Charlie, do you really like your middle school? Is it okay if we pull you out?" I refused. I asked why, and they said, "Mr. Principal slept with 4 students and 2 teachers and got 2 students pregnant and both of the teachers. I left the school." I would too. I would also, call the authorities. Hello, 911. Why is my principal getting multiple people pregnant? This man needs to be put on a list. 2 students?
Jail.
Okay, didn't know we had Drake as a principal over here, but okay.
Trying to strike a chord and it's probably A minor.
Aside from that, how are you gonna hook up with 4 people and get all 4 of them pregnant? Is this Nick Cannon? All you had to do was use protection and or pull out, and he couldn't do any of that. How you an entire principal to an entire school? Me and my homies once made the bus driver crash into a ditch because we threw a cheese ball box at her head. Y'all are nuisances. This is why there's a teacher shortage, because you got children like this throwing cheese ball boxes. What's a cheese ball box? I've only ever seen cheese balls in like the big plastic jars, and I'm picturing that and I'm like, that's a weapon, straight up. And for her to crash an entire school bus into a ditch, y'all could have killed everyone on that bus just because you needed to throw a cheese ball box? Really? Was it worth it?
Are you not ashamed of yourself?
Find a better hobby. Y'all can't play like, I don't know, rock, paper, scissors on the bus? Like normal people?
Are you not embarrassed? This is really embarrassing.
I'm autistic, so I get overstimulated easily. In elementary school, we were having a water day and I got soaking wet. It was way too loud for me and I hated the feeling of the wet clothes sticking to my skin, so I stripped butt-arse naked in front of my whole class. Denial's a river. You know, I would be the one that denied getting butt-arse naked in front of the whole class, and I would also be the one denying that someone else got butt-arse naked in front of my class, because wow. I feel like a lot of things that happen in elementary school, we can excuse or at least tell ourselves we can make up excuses for it because you're just a dumb kid. Oh no, a little 1st grader got naked in the school classroom and they're fine. If this would have happened in like 10th grade, I'd be like, yo, what the f? You should be on a list. I think you're okay.
No.
Well, I hope you're not doing this anymore. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna leave it at. My elementary school had a lot of very weird rules, like no mechanical pencils, no saying the word minions. What? That's so specific. And one of them was that you couldn't draw stick figures. Where did you go to school? This doesn't even sound like a real place. Who came up with these words? It sounds like a supervillain made up these rules. One day in 1st grade, we were making Father's Day cards and I forgot about the rule and drew my dad as a stick figure. Oh God. Expelled. My teacher went completely ballistic and screamed at me in front of the whole class and said that if I gave that card to my father, he would never love me and would leave our family. I was 6 years old. I guess I found out who's really offended by stick figures. What? Y'all, it cannot be this deep. What kind of trauma could these adults possibly be holding on to feel this passionately about stick figures drawn by a 6-year-old? Really? That's the hill you're willing to die on. God forbid they drew it with a mechanical pencil. You gonna start World War III, babes? Imagine you draw a stick figure with a mechanical pencil and then that stick figure is saying minions. Oh. Do you get like expelled or do they just like literally send you off the island? It's over for you. Oh. This place cannot be real. Don't leave your room. I wouldn't go back to school actually. I'd be like, Mom, I am begging you, take me somewhere else where I could say minions, please. One time I saw a condom on the ground and I was grossed out and all, so I asked an adult about it and she said, well, that's what people do these days. In middle school? Yeah, girl. I hate to think about it too. Sucks, but you'll be okay. It is kind of gross when I like read your confessions and y'all doing like ungodly things and I'm like, y'all are literally children. What are you doing? In the 6th grade, I was watching Hannah Montana and playing with my webkins. What happened to being children? Why y'all got condoms? But on the other hand, I'm like, thank God you got condoms. We don't need y'all reproducing right now. I feel like middle school is that time when you start to get corrupted because you're going through puberty. You start to feel things, you start to learn things, you start to get curious, you know? So like, I'm not surprised that kids are doing things like that, but I'm also like, ew, I don't want to think about it. Can you do those things elsewhere? And I don't know, maybe like pick up after yourself. Why would you leave the condom on the ground?
Brother,
Real, they're trashes everywhere.
Disgusting.
Okay, you children should not be making children. Stop it.
Stop it.
Get some help.
There was one time I wasn't subscribed to Just Sharon. It was horrible. Yeah, I bet. I can't believe you ever lived a life without all this tea. That sounds tragic. It's never too late though. You should subscribe, please and thank you. It's me, I'm Just Sharon. Okay, once this girl was using the bathroom, she didn't lock the door and I didn't notice she was even there. I opened the door fast and I was like, oh, and I look over and see her digging through the period box looking at pads. Ew. I was like, what the f? And I slammed the door and walked out. The principal tried suspending me for being a creep. Hold up, dude. It's not like I wanted to walk into that on purpose. That's traumatizing. You think I wanted to see that, Mr. Principal, sir?
Man, hell no.
Don't leave your room. You want to suspend me? I'm never leaving this room again, and I'm especially never using the public restroom at a public school ever again because, ew, that would be enough for me to actually be terrified of ever getting my period in school because I don't want homegirls sniffing my pads.
Unnecessary, gross, disgusting. I'm horrified.
But she's not the creep. Okay, this must be the same school where you can't say minions. I hit a teacher, kicked the vice principal, choked a girl, and dragged a boy by his neck across the parking lot in elementary school. Yay, violence. Hello, 911? Yeah, they're on their way. Cause it is never too late for justice. What are you talking about? You're telling me a child did all this? Babes, you should be locked up.
I'm scared.
So sorry. I mean, I hope you're better now. I really do, but I hope you're better now because you were locked up for some time and you went to anger management classes and you maybe had a lot of therapy because why were you so angry? Maybe I shouldn't be saying anything. Yeah, yay violence, you're so right. Please don't come for me. Anyways, so basically, one day I was called up to answer a question on the board, and once I went to go sit down, I forgot where my desk was because I was not being aware, and I sat on this guy's lap. I ended up playing it off and pretending like I meant to do it. Babes, denial is a river because what do you mean? You accidentally sat on someone else. Do you not have eyeballs? Is there something wrong with your eyeballs? Did you forget to wear your glasses that day? You cannot be that unaware. So you are like literally facing forward or facing down and you're walking to a desk. You either see the person's feet or you see the person's face. How did you not see either of those things and just straight up sat on someone's lap?
BFFR.
You wanted to sit on his lap. Just say it, girl. Just be honest. Because if you were this unaware, I am so scared for you to go on by yourself in this world. Open your eyes, babes.
But I cannot see. I'm legally blind.
Me and my friend were eating at lunch and then a boy walks in with a band and he was holding a sign, "Will you go out with me?" My bestie's name. She stood up, walked close to him and slapped him and started screaming at him. I was confused, got up and asked what was wrong. She said this boy's dating 4 girls, including his sister.
brother, what's that? What's that, brother?
Blackmailed her into not saying anything and killed her pet fish to make sure she wouldn't say a thing. This boy needs to be put in a room with no windows and it's all white. The boy punched me and yelled, "My bestie's name has a body count of 39. Why is that relevant?"
I'm confused.
We are in high school. I was in the nurse a day later. I was so embarrassed about the whole thing. I was blocked and ignored by my friend and now everyone thought I knew this info about them and are keeping their distance from me. What is going on? Why did he punch the bestie's bestie? Why did your bestie turn on you?
I am confusion.
Everyone needs to take a step back. This is some telenovela stuff because 1, I am so confused. 2, there is way too much drama for what it's worth. It's not that deep.
Y a mí me echaste la culpa cuando se perdió el niño y te fuiste de viaje. Y ya suéltame, ya suéltame. Vete.
¡Cuidado, Marchuel! ¡Cuidado!
Also, not to be that person, but I'm gonna be that person. It sounds very highly unlikely for a high schooler to have a body count of 39. And if she did, buddy, what's it to you? Are you trying to deflect from the fact that you're sleeping with your sister and killed her pet fish? And then punched a girl?
Okay, girl, bye.
Bye.
Jail for this man. I'm so confused by everything going on that I'm just gonna put it's giving nuisance for now, actually. That might be bold of me, but all of this literally sounds like a nuisance. I'm so sorry. How is all of this happening? Where do you go to school? Riverdale High? Like, get up and get out. That's all I can say at this point. During class, my teacher was teaching like normal until a very loud fart happened. For context, it was as loud as blasting music in your headphones. The teacher went dead silent, and so did the class. The room smelled so bad. The teacher told the class to stand up, and one of the girls had a brown staining that was dripping off her pants. No. Babes, don't leave your room. Everyone else, leave that room, get out, get some fresh air. It is a biohazard in there. What did y'all have for lunch that day? Cause whatever it was literally ripping a hole through homegirl's pants. Oh my god. That is the worst thing that could ever happen to anyone in school, and you cannot change my mind. Pooping yourself? That'd be my 13th reason, bro. I'm done. I'm dropping out of school. You know, who needs an education at this point? Moment of silence for that girl in her booty hole. When I was 10, I stalked my teacher on TikTok, Instagram, etc. It was on my mom's phone. A day later, my mom got a phone call from my teacher telling her to stop viewing her profile, and if she wants to contact her, she can call/message her. I love you too. I love this teacher, honestly. She said, girl, if you're gonna stalk me, at least like stalk me to my face. Respect. And that's why this sucks, but you'll be okay. You know, it could have been a lot worse. Your teacher could have been really weird about it. Instead, your teacher was just like, we have a problem. You can talk to me about the problem. You know, like most of all, if we see people stalking us, we're like, oh my god, why are they stalking us? And we're like wondering forever. You're like, why are they looking at my profile?
Wait a minute.
Throwback. There was a time when one of the dudes from Vlog Squad, Jason, he posted a story on Snapchat and my YouTube channel was on it. And to this day, I'm like, why was he on my channel? Could I have been the new Vlog Squad member? Thank God I wasn't though. RIP. But it's moments like that where I'm like, I wish I was like this teacher. And I was like, what are you doing? Why are you doing that? You know, you could just talk to me, right? Respect, girl. I love that for her. For you, not so much. That would have been terrifying. Actually, you're fine. Your mom took the heat.
Trust, you will be dealt with. Period.
In middle school, I had this teacher that nobody liked, and in my freshman year, I created a parody YouTube channel of him, and he found it. He thought it was one of his students and threatened to sue. I took down the channel ASAP. I love you too, except I would also threaten to sue, because what do you mean? You made an entirety parody channel about a person. Babes, what if someone made that about you?
Not me, not Hermione, you.
I'm guilting you 110% because it's giving nuisance. That's messed up. Y'all really be tormenting these teachers and these bus drivers, and listen, they can make your life hell. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Kicking people and dragging children in the parking lot. Y'all are crazy. I feel like I can't tell if some of y'all deserve a hug or like lifelong therapy to really unpack what's going on. And there's a lot going on. That being said, if your school confession didn't make it into this episode, but you want to be in the next one, share it with me in the form I'm leaving in the pinned comment. As traumatizing as y'all leave me, I can't help but love the tea. And I'm sure that's exactly how you feel too. Now, shout out of the day goes to Youch! Like the kid from Vine. Yeah, so see, this is how I feel if I got my shit rocked by a kindergartner. Stay safe out there, guys. Look out for these kids, because some of them are just flat out evil.
Evil!
And some of them are y'all. I said what I said. Love ya. Bye.